Don't start that ignorant bullcrap, James. I know you were trying to make me look like an ass back there.
Oh shit, oh no. Sup guys, the name's Rena, and welcome back to Seduce Me. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've actually played Seduce Me back, like the original games or the episodes. But Michaela Laws has just released another episode yesterday. I couldn't be able to play it yesterday, but she released The Prince versus the Brute. Oh my gosh, I have been looking forward to this for so long. But there's a problem. I don't know who the fuck to root for. Oh man, I love both. I love James and I love Sam so much. I can't choose between them, but of course my bae will always be Eric. But between these two, I can't choose. I love them both so much. Well, maybe throughout the game I'll be able to choose one. I hope Adam Sharkey doesn't get mad at me if I say that Sam is my babe. Actually, I don't think she will. But anyways, let's get started now, shall we? Alright, my name is Rena. I've lived in the mansion for about half a year. Even after I graduated from school, life in the house became one filled with interesting events and experiences. Why? Because I lived with incubi. My summer vacation became filled with boys living in my home, cooking me food, helping me clean, and overall just being the most intriguing roommates anyone could ever have. I mean, imagine it. You walk through the kitchen to get a drink, and all of a sudden, a really hot guy walks in to grab something, with his equally hot brother joining after. Oh, God. Or you meander down a hall, and a guy clad only in a towel casually steps out of the bathroom. Just imagining Eric. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a fantasy perfect for any visual masochist who loves seeing men. However, for me, it was reality. I lived with 5 extremely hot men, who happened to be demons, and I have slowly grown adjusted to it, to where I wasn't internally drooling at the sight of them. Oh boy. It was hard, I won't lie, especially with 2 of the incubi in particular. James, the eldest, and Sam, the middle brother. Oh shit, that means we like the both of them. My dilemma right now. That is my dilemma right now. Oh boy. Both were extremely handsome to me, but were on completely opposite ends of the spectrum as to why. I love them both! James was the picture-perfect image of a gentleman. He was kind, caring, wise, and extremely conscious of everything around him, to where he knew exactly how to handle any problem his way. James. And also, he was tall, which kind of helped in situations. God damn it. I'm really short, so I feel you though. I feel you, MC. Hey, James, can you help me reach the top shelf? I want to check out the dishes for any cracks. Me! I gotta ask for help or just climb on the counter. Oh my god, I relate.
Huh? Certainly.
Thank you, James. You're too kind. His height proved to be very useful, especially when I caught him shirtless. Ooh, him shirtless is probably a good sight. Yep. His height proved to be very useful, especially when it comes to... Yeah, I read that. Add on the fact that he wore glasses, had perfectly groomed hair, spoke many different languages, and was the new CEO of my grandfather's company, and you had perfection all in a singular being. Oh my god, Madam would certainly agree. Madam Sharkey would certainly agree on this. Of course I agree! Of course I agree that he's perfect in every way, but it's like, Eric beats him, I'm so sorry. On the other hand, Sam was on the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of personality and lifestyle compared to James. With toned muscles and strength for days, Sam never failed to make my jaw drop with the simplest of actions. Not to mention that speed he has. I can't carry this.
Hey, you need help lifting that?
Yes! Huh? yeah, I'd appreciate it. While many people imagined him to be a total ass, once you got close to him, he was actually a pretty nice guy. That I have to agree on. He is an asshole, but when you get to know him, he's actually pretty nice. He worked as a police officer, dedicated to serving justice, but always had time to help around the house and play video games with the two younger incubi. Aw, that's so sweet! He has to play with Damien and Matthew. That's adorable. James and Sam stood out to me, and I couldn't get my mind off of either of them. Sometimes I wound up picturing both incubi charming me at once before I had to smack my head with a pillow to snap back into reality. Oh my god, I'm sorry, but I actually thought the same thing too before we even started this game. I swear I had the dirtiest mind. A charming gentleman or a down-to-earth heartthrob. My heart was split. The struggle is real, except my real bay is Eric, so sorry guys. uh, Even in my own home, I was lost in trying to decide. I couldn't have both. I knew that it wasn't fair to claim both. Deep within my heart, I understood that I could only devote my life to one, yet it temporarily yearned for two. What the hell was I gonna do? The struggle.
Hey, you alright?
Whoa, yeah, I'm totally okay. I'm not infatuated with you or your brother at the same time. Don't mind me. Looking up, I was met with Sam gently laying a hand on my head and rustling my hair gently. Pats. I love pats. I don't even care if you mess up my hair because my hair is already frizzy and messed up as is. So I really live for people patting my head and rustling my hair. It's really cute. His simple touch made my cheeks warm up, but I shook my head, pretending that nothing was wrong. No, I'm all right.
You sure? You look like something was seriously bugging you.
I'm sure. I'm fine, really.
Is there something we can help with?
Hi, James. Just my luck. Hi. There's two hot men standing in front of me and I can't choose between them. What am I gonna do? Please help me. Eric, get me out of this situation. James entered the dining room on the other side of my seat, cell phone in hand, as his thumb quickly tapped a long text to someone. Despite accomplishing this, his focus was on me, eager like Sam to know if I was okay. Okay. I half expected the others to show up as well. Sam took his hand off of my head as I looked at the entrance of the dining room curiously. Seriously, guys, I'm fine. Where are the others?
Well, I just got word that Matthew's working overtime at the company, trying to perfect a toy he's been designing. Eric is at his tailor shop working on a commissioned suit, and Damien is assisting him for the evening.
Ah, no, Eric, I need your help to get me out of this situation. But hey, the guys are working. I'm proud of them. I'm proud. I am a proud mother of Damien. I'm still adopting Damien, whether you like it or not. He is my son now. Okay. So it's just us?
Yep. Got a preference for dinner? I've been craving steak.
Well, I would prefer chicken tonight. We'd appreciate your opinion on the matter.
Let's do chicken. I want steak too. Did you both forget I can't eat now? Oh, fuck! Are you kidding me? Okay. Alright. You know what? I believe you can choose either one of them. There's probably more than one ending to this. So, for now, the first one I'm gonna do is a Sam. Okay? I'm gonna do Sam first, alright? Because on the husbando scale, of course Eric is number 1. I feel like Sam would be number 2 for me, and then James. I'm so sorry, James. I know you're kinky. I'm supposed to like kinky, but I like Sam more. I don't know why. Okay, anyways, I want steak too. I needed steak. James gave me a slight nod before walking to the kitchen in silence. Sam, on the other hand, gave me a toothy grin before walking over to the seat near me and sitting down. Yeah, I see you. I was a little confused to see Sam so happy for a meal preference, but I shrugged and smiled back. James took his time in making dinner. Regardless of what he was making, James always made dinner smell absolutely delicious. I couldn't wait to dig in. I took the time to get lost in some online videos. There were a couple of cool Let's Players that I had been following, and I always managed to find time to watch them play new games. Especially indie games. Yeah. I just watched Wavy News playing Danganronpa V3. I loved her reactions to the final trial. She's just like, what the fuck? No spoilers in this video, but it's like, what the fuck moment. I had a what the fuck moment, but Weeby News did it so much better than me. Okay, oh god. There were a large amount of girls I admired in the Let's Play community, and I made sure to stay up to date with each of them. They deserved it after all. Yep, I do that with all the Let's Players. Madam Sharky, Just the Noob, Husbando Goddess. I try to stay up, catch up to date with them as much as possible, because they're really awesome. And I'm pretty sure if you guys haven't watched Madam Sharky's videos, or Just the Noob's videos, or Husbando Goddess's videos, please give them a watch. They're both hilarious. Madam Sharky is the reason why I'm even into Seduce Me in the first place. If you guys didn't know that. Anyway. Sam, however, kept his focus on his cell phone for some reason, typing and waiting as if he was in a texting war with someone. He had thankfully learned how to read and write, so texting was easy for him. Oh, that's nice. But he was never really attached to his phone in the first place. Suspicious. My curiosity got the better of me. What are you doing?
Oh, just texting.
Who are you texting?
Oh, Nanya.
Nanya? Oh, I know where this is going. I know where this is going. I know what he's gonna say. Nanya? Nanya who?
Nanya business.
I told you. I told you. I told you he was gonna do that.
Sam, don't be rude.
James finally stepped in with a plate of food in each hand and a third plate on his elbow. He served me, then Sam, then set the third plate on his seat across from Sam for himself. To my surprise, James didn't make a pasta dish. Wow, I'm surprised. James had made perfect filet mignons. I can't even read that. With mushrooms, pairing it with mashed potatoes and green beans. I felt a little underdressed just from how fancy the dish was, but that did not stop me from tucking in.
Thanks for cooking, James.
You're welcome, Sam.
I had to stop for a moment and look up at the two brothers just from the sound of their voices. Something was up. Yeah, something is up. Is something wrong? Both, as if synchronized by my voice, turned to me in surprise before shaking their heads. Okay, this is weird. Very weird.
We're fine. Just hurry up and eat, doofus.
Sam, why must you use the term doofus? It seems rather insulting, don't you think?
Madam Sharky would totally agree with that, but I don't mind the nickname. Wait, what?
What's wrong with it? It's just a nickname.
A -1 at best.
Guys.
There's nothing wrong with the word doofus. You're just overthinking it.
I could be, but I also tend to give people a little more respect than calling them random titles.
Guys! Silence took over at last, but the boys still kept glaring at each other as if their fight continued in their heads. What the heck was wrong with them? What the heck is going on? Why are you two fighting? No reply. It was like their mental fight turned into a war. I didn't want to make things worse by siding with one or the other without knowing what was truly going on, so I had to get out of the situation and make them solve things like the brothers they were. I had only eaten a portion of my dinner and my appetite was already spoiled. You know what? I'm just gonna eat in my room. You two need to seriously talk and stop fighting. That seemed to break them out of their stare down. Both boys stared at me in surprise.
You don't have to...
Oh, shit. We're sorry.
Good night, guys. I'll see you both in the morning. I shook my head as I took my plate and left the dining room. Yeah, I needed to give them space. Watch them start arguing as soon as I leave. James is gonna be like, look what the fuck you did! Or something. Or Sam would be like that, I don't know. They needed to sort out whatever hostility was between them alone. As much as I cared for them both, they were adults and they needed to figure things out on their own. I finished dinner and did some work before going to bed. Maybe tomorrow they'd be okay. I say otherwise.
Just what the hell was that about?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't start that ignorant bullcrap, James. I know you were trying to make me look like an ass back there.
Oh shit, oh no.
I don't have to make you look like anything, Sam. You already do that enough yourself.
Oh shit! I mean, James does have a point.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you really that obsessed about trying to show that you're better than me? That you'd stoop this low?
Trust me, if I was obsessed, you would not be able to be anywhere near this house. I'm merely trying to show my respect where it belongs and be a good role model.
Is ass-kissing what you call respect? How about treating someone like a normal person instead of shoving them onto a pedestal?
Let go of me, Maurice.
Oh, you want to start using our real names now, Raestro? I have no problem solving this like the demons we are, your fucking highness.
Oh no, I don't wanna. Oh boy.
As much as you're threatening me to put you in your place, I'm sure that we both would not like to go down that path.
Right, because you have a reputation of being a gentleman.
I don't see a problem with having such a reputation when it's true.
Oh god.
Just because you're a gentleman doesn't make you better than me. I'd rather look someone in the eyes as an equal than be a perfectionist prick with a superiority complex.
Oh shit. Oh no, Sam. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no.
Maybe so. Still, that doesn't mean I will concede to you over this.
I don't plan to back down either. I guess we're at an impasse.
Indeed. We'll just have to wait and see who she chooses.
Oh god. Oh, okay. All right. That's gonna be harder than it looks. Okay. The next morning, there was a strange air in the house. Eric, Matthew, and Damien were all up and off to work at dawn, as if a fire had started when the sun rose. I knew they had work, but to leave without saying bye was out of place for all of them. Morning.
Morning.
Good morning, miss.
I was left alone with James and Sam again. James had taken the day off to clean the house, and Sam was off duty, claiming the front yard for his rare Tai Chi practice. Part of me hoped that they had resolved whatever issue they had. Ha ha! Ha! Far from it, man! A small inkling in my gut, however, told me otherwise. Aha! Yep. James had made breakfast for us, but both he and Sam had finished and left the dining room to attend their own agendas. I ate in silence, trying to discern my own thoughts. As I finished my last bite, I slumped into my chair and sighed, wondering what the heck was going on. I didn't want to intrude, but maybe I had to this time. Maybe the problem was just that bad. I looked out the window of the dining room, catching sight of James tending to the flowers. As I turned to the archway into the main hall, I imagined Sam going outside into some meditation pose on the yard. Who was I going to approach about this? Help James, go to Sam. I did say I was going to do Sam first, so go to Sam. Sam was pretty chill with me, so I only assumed he would be more open to talk about the problem than James would have been. I walked out to the front yard, catching Sam slowly moving from energy pose to energy pose in his Tai Chi. I felt slightly guilty for walking in, but Sam called out to me without interrupting his movements.
Hey, need me for something?
Huh? No, For a moment, I grew flustered. I didn't want to be rude and interrupt his Tai Chi. However, Sam froze in a pose and moved his hand to wave me over.
Come over and spit it out. Can't read your mind like Damien.
With a small grimace, I walked over beside him. Naturally, I felt myself join him in his movements as he began to work through his forms again. Still, I came out here for a reason, and it wasn't to do Tai Chi. Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Is everything okay between you and James? For a moment, Sam seemed to hesitate in his pose transition. After a small sigh, Sam stood up straight and looked at me, causing me to straighten up as well.
It's a really stupid reason, okay? James and I are kind of... I guess you can say we're fighting. But we don't want to make it bigger than it is, you know? It's just something between us.
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do to help? Sam stared at me in silence, but I could almost see a million thoughts running in his head through his gaze. Was the situation really that private? To my surprise, Sam lowered his gaze to the ground between us, almost as if he was ashamed of something. Was it regret to say anything at all, or was he ashamed to hold back?
Look, I really want to tell you, but it's kind of personal, okay?
Sam. I could see him trying to form words in his mouth at me, speaking his name, but he simply shut his eyes tightly and gritted his teeth. What was going on that had him so tight emotionally? Suddenly, Sam reached out and softly took my hands into his, staring down at them.
We don't want you to get involved, okay? It wouldn't be fair for you to get in the middle and pick sides like that. This may be a shitty situation, but we're not gonna put you in that position.
Aw, Sam, he actually cares, though. I'm sure Sam can be an ass most of the time, but he genuinely cares for us, and that. I'm actually proud of him. My boy is growing up. Oh man, what do you mean?
I know I sound like a shitty person for pushing you away like this, but it's really not something we can get you involved in, alright?
Sam rubbed his thumbs over the back of my hands, unable to look at me in the eyes. I, however, didn't know how to feel.
You shouldn't be influenced by either of us.
What was that supposed to mean? Before I could do more, my phone began to buzz. Huh? Excuse me. Sam silently nodded and returned to his Tai Chi as I quickly rushed inside and answered. Much to my displeasure, my parents had called me, checking up on me and asking me if I was prepared for college. I had recently graduated from high school a month prior and was on my way to go to college, which was a quick commute from the mansion. I rushed to my room to continue the call, knowing that my ear would be attached to the phone for a while if both my mom and dad shared it in talking to me. It escaped me how long I was on the phone with them. When I was finally able to hang up, it was already time for lunch. Great. I slowly made my way down to the dining room, thinking on something simple to eat, when my worries about Sam and James became real once again.
Would you get out of the kitchen, Sam?
God damn it!
Why? I'm trying to make lunch.
And that requires you to make a mess?
Hey, I'm trying to be nice and make all of us lunch, you ungrateful prick.
Oh no. I rushed into the dining room, but stopped as James spoke again.
Do you think making this mess will get her appreciation?
What?
Since when the hell was that your business?
Since you decided to come in and use up the ingredients I was going to use for our lunch.
I'm sorry, alright? I just want to.
You want to try and impress her with cooking, taking away a job I do in the house in hopes to earn her affections.
Oh god, this is not good.
So what if I am? You're not the only person in this house who can cook for her.
At least I don't have to make a mess to show my affection for her.
They both liked me?
You're such an asshole.
You're really pushing the limits of my patience, Sam.
What are you gonna do, huh?
That's it. Both of you, stop it! Oh god. The kitchen was a mess. Sam and James were nose to nose with each other, anger flaring in their eyes before they turned to me in fear. They were caught red-handed and I was going to set them straight, whether they wanted me to be involved or not. Both of you, dining room, now! I fought back the angry snarl in my voice. This was ridiculous. They were fighting each other over me? Despite being flattered, I was not going to let this continue on. I glared hard at the both of them, causing them to slowly make their way out of the kitchen into the dining room. Heads hung low in shame. Oh god! Poor them, but they need to not fight, please. I kept my eyes on them until they both sat at the table, one seat separating them. At least they respected who still owned the house. You will both sit there in silence until I tell either of you to speak. Got it? James and Sam nodded, staring at the table like children who were about to be grounded. Yeah, I'm acting like a mom right now. Oh my god. I, however, took some time to fix the kitchen and make quick sandwiches for lunch. It gave me time to think on my plan of attack. They both liked me. That's why they were hiding the fight from me. They didn't want me to pick sides, but now it has gone too far. I felt conflicted. Both were being idiots about the situation. Were they that jealous of each other? Then again, they were brothers who liked the same person. I let out a sigh and placed my plate of food on the crook of my elbow while I carried both of their plates to the dining room with my hands. After setting our food down, I crossed my arms and looked at both Sam and James. First of all, it doesn't matter who makes food for this house as long as it's done without something exploding and any mess made is cleaned after. James grimaced and Sam lowered his head further, timidly scratching his head. Second, this fight between you two needs to end. I don't care who started it, but I am not someone to fight over. Especially not like this. At that, James and Sam stared up at me in shock. As their mouth opened in shock, I held my hand up to ensure no sound would erupt from either party. Look, this is a really bad situation. I get it. However, fighting each other is not going to help anything. I care about both of you. Part of my heart began to break. I really did care for and love both, but eventually I was going to have to choose one. This was going to hurt. Yep. So, I'm going to need some time to think about this. No matter how this goes, I hope you'll both respect my decision. They stared at me, but they nodded in unison. As the situation hit them, they slumped their shoulders and returned their focuses down to the table. Do either of you have anything to say now?
No, miss. Just that we are extremely sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry. Take as much time as you need, alright?
This hurts. Thank you. This was a very sad decision. James was a gentleman who treated me like no other man had before. But Sam was the kind of man who made me feel safe and kept me down to earth. Time began to fly by without me noticing it. I remained silent to both of them about my choice for days, weeks. They respected my silence and remained civil to each other. I truly cared for both. And yet, I knew one of them made me feel special. While the love I had for the other was deep, the affection I had for the man I truly adored seemed to be endless. How did it take me this long to figure this out? I stared at my bed sheets, lost in thought. I had made up my mind, yet I was worried about hurting the one I did not choose. I messed up my words. No, it was okay. They would not hold any ill will against me or the one I chose. I know deep in my heart that it was the case here. I just had to be brave and follow my heart. And my heart wanted. Oh God, that hurts! Going for Sam first, and then James. I slowly made my way down the stairs, hoping to catch one of the boys in the dining room or kitchen. Huh? Oh!
Oh, hello, miss.
I smiled softly. He seemed to be relaxed. Hey, James. We stared at each other for a long moment before James smiled and gestured to the backyard.
Sam is outside.
Huh?
I am well aware of your affections for Sam, miss. It is much deeper than I could ever imagine receiving.
Aw, James, I'm sorry. Hey. I walked up to him and placed my hand on his cheek, frowning softly. I still care about you, James. Despite carrying sad eyes, James nodded and smiled in return.
And I you. No, you should go to him and let him know how you feel. He deserves to hear it now.
Part of me felt relieved to know that James was going to be okay. You'll get Iridessa, I promise! Iridessa is a sweet gal. I really like her, honestly. I nodded to him and raised my arms to him, offering a hug. James was much taller, and his embrace completely warmed me. James wrapped his arms around me in a friendly hug, giving me a quick squeeze before releasing me and bowing. After he stood back up, James made his way to the dining room. At that moment, I knew I was okay. Sam? At my call, I pinned my sights onto the man in question. He was staring at the moon, breaking his thoughts to turn to me at my voice.
Huh? Hey, what's up?
I couldn't help getting a small grin on my face. Well, Sam, I wanted to tell you something.
What is it?
I took in a breath. It was answering a question long overdue. My heart was skipping beats and my face began to warm in a slight blush. This was it. Sam, I choose you. A moment of silence. Sam stared at me in shock at my words, taking in what I had said. My chest finally relaxed, and joy slowly took over my expression. Ah! The CG! Stop! 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 You're good. Oh God, my heart is melting. With a grateful look and grin, Sam gently held his hand out to me.
I promise to do everything I can to make you happy. Thank you.
No, Sam. Thank you for loving me. Something in my heart clicked. I had made the right choice. What would happen between us? All I knew was that I would find a perfect happy ending in his arms. Happy ending? I'm not sure about that. And chaining the monster. Hey, I know about that. All right. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get James's ending this time. I'm gonna choose all the James choices and I'm gonna read out through them. All right. This is for the James fans, including me, because I'm also a James fan. Let's go. All right. Let's do chicken. Tonight was chicken night. Sam shrugged, moving and taking a seat at the table. James, however, smiled and nodded before walking towards the kitchen, but not before giving my shoulder a slight squeeze. Hey! Huh? My voice cracked. Huh? I looked up at James to catch a small smirk on his lips before he vanished into the kitchen. That smirk. Please don't do that. What? Okay then. Next choice. Oh, of course, as James would, he made pasta for the three of us. Oh. James had made us all chicken parmesan with farfalle pasta. I think that's how you pronounce it. I was ecstatic just from the sight, but the smell of fresh garlic and sauce melting with the cheese was mouth-watering.
Thanks for cooking, James.
Okay, that part I couldn't skip, so I had to read that. Skipping more. Alright, we're gonna help James. I knew that James had a better level head, so speaking to him about trouble was much easier than speaking to Sam. I walked out to the garden, looking over to see James pulling out weeds and resoiling some of the plants around the windows. At my gaze, James stopped and turned to me with a smile.
Did you enjoy breakfast?
Yeah, thank you. James?
What is it?
Can I ask you about what happened last night? For a moment, James seemed to stare at me in silence before turning his gaze to the flowers in front of him and closing his eyes.
I must apologize for that. Sam and I are having some personal issues as of late.
What do you mean? Is there anything I can do to help? James shook his head and stood up, walking over to me with a small, reassuring smile.
I'm afraid this is something we'll both have to deal with for a while in private. It's nothing major.
Nothing major, you say, I didn't like the sound of that. Something was off in his speech. I knew better than that. I wasn't stupid. James. I reached forward and grabbed James's hand, uncaring for the dirt that stained it. He stared at me in shock, but didn't pull away. Good. Let me help. You and Sam are brothers. You shouldn't be fighting like this. At that moment, I could see guilt paint over his expression as he lowered his head.
We are brothers. But
I could see him try and form words in his mouth, but he would not let his voice fill out what he wanted to say. It was like he was holding back some sort of big secret, one I needed to hear. Yeah! That's basically it. To my surprise, however, he gently pulled his hand away from my grasp.
But this is something we really can't let you get involved in. I'm sorry. Please understand.
James.
I wish I could tell you the situation, but we don't want you to be put into a position where you'd feel uncomfortable and be forced to choose sides.
Yeah, that's kind of what Sam was saying too. With the back of his clean hand, James gently brushed a strand of my hair from the side to behind my ear.
You deserve to freely make your own choices.
He's right. What did that mean? Before I could think on it more, my phone began to buzz. Huh? Excuse me. James silently nodded and returned to his work as I quickly rushed inside and answered. Alright, skipping to the final decision. Alright, we're choosing James. I slowly make my way down the stairs, hoping to catch one of the boys in the dining room or kitchen. Huh? Oh!
Hey.
Sam! I smiled softly. He seemed more relaxed than I imagined. Hey, Sam. We stared at each other for a long moment before Sam let out a small, defeated laugh.
James is outside.
Instead of Sam outside, it's James now. Huh?
I know you well enough to know that you love him, and you're set on telling him. I had a snowball's chance in hell against James.
Hey. I walked up to him and placed my hand on his cheek, frowning softly. I still care about you, Sam. Despite carrying sad eyes, Sam smiled back and rustled my hair.
And I care about you. Now, don't keep him in suspense. Might as well go let him know how you feel.
I will. A part of me felt relieved to know that Sam was going to be okay. I nodded to him and raised my arms to hug him. Raised my arms to him, offering a hug. Sam was always the best at giving strong hugs. Aww. Sam wrapped his arms around me in a friendly hug, giving me a quick squeeze before releasing me and saluting on his way to the dining room. Don't worry, Sam, you'll find Carrie soon! Oh, fuck. I can't go back. Shit. I knew that she said something else. It was probably the same as Sam, but anyway. James? At my call, I pinned my sights onto the man in question. He was staring at the flowers at the around the gazebo, stopping to turn to me at my voice.
Miss, is everything all right?
I couldn't help getting a small grin on my face. Everything's good, James. I just want to tell you something.
What is it?
I took in a breath. It was answering a question long overdue. My heart was skipping beats, and my face began to warm in a slight blush. This was it. James, I choose you. A moment of silence. James stared at me in shock at my words, taking in what I had said. My chest finally relaxed, and joy slowly took over my expression. Oh, that's more gentlemanly. Oh, that's the James we know and love. Yay! James gently held his hand out to me, holding his other to his chest. It's kind of like a knight, honestly.
I don't deserve you, but I would be honored to make you happy for as long as you will have me.
Yay! I know you will, James. I know you will. Something in my heart clicked. I had made the right choice. What would happen between us? All I knew was that I would find a perfect happy ending in his arms. Just wait till the Demon War. And the princess and the prince. Aww! Aw, that's cute. That was really cute. I think that's it, but maybe there's a choice where you can get both of them? I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it is, but I'm just gonna run through the game just to make sure. I kind of doubt it, but I just want to check just in case I missed something. I'll be right back. Nope, I don't think you can actually choose both of them, which is actually I don't really mind. Either one is fine. Okay, time to make my decision. Honestly, all right. First off, Michaela, you did an awesome job with this episode, as always. I loved your Seduce Me series, of course. Um, the storyline is just really good too. You know, just saying like we like both of the bros and both of them like me back, but unfortunately we have to choose one, and I think that's a good thing because you know, two people. Nah, I don't think so. But overall, it was really good. Okay, let me just go to the credits before I forget shit. Of course, written by the lovely Michaela Laws. Of course, the art is beautiful as always. Thank you all. Christopher Escalante, awesome. Even though you didn't get to voice Eric at all, I'm sad. I'm still sad. My babe. Good job to Alejandro Saab and Bradley Gareth, or yeah, for voicing both Sam and James. Congrats to you both. You both did awesome as always. Now I just gotta go back. Yep. Congrats. The voice acting is great. The art is beautiful. Great writing as always, Michaela. I really loved it. Alright, so now the team. Team Raystrow or Team Almaris? I can't choose both, unfortunately. So the one I'm going to end up choosing is I am Team Almaris. I'm sorry, Raystrow. I love you and I love all the kinky shit. But Almaris, I've always stuck with Sam throughout everything. He really changed my heart, honestly, and I just feel like I'm more connected to him. Of course, my babe husband will always be Eric. Nobody can beat Eric, of course. But the second guy I have to choose is Sam. Sorry, once again sorry, James. Sorry, Bradley. Of course, I love James with all my heart. He's such a gentleman and I really appreciate it. But I'm gonna have to go with Sam because he's very caring and even though he gives us the nickname Doofus, it's just nice to see him grow and develop in character. Even though he's like an ass at first, but then you get to know him and he's like really sweet. That's my decision. So, what do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy this episode? Of course you all did. It's Michaela who wrote this, right? But put down in the comments below which team you are. Hashtag Team Racestraw or hashtag Team Amaris. I won't get upset at any of you who say Team Racestraw because I love Racestraw too. You know that I love him because he's kinky. But yeah, just tell me whose team you are on and I will appreciate it all. Michaela will appreciate it. Alejandro will appreciate it, and of course Bradley would appreciate it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people on Team Almaris, but still, give Ray Strauss some love, man. I will give him some love. He deserves it. All right, so that is the end of the Seduce Me episode, and I don't know which one is gonna come out next, so we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I am so glad to come back into the Seduce Me series. It's always a pleasure to come back and relive the nostalgia of all my incubi boys. Alright, so with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys like to see more of my videos, then click subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!